I am very excited to be able to unveil to you for the first time the launch of our brand new School of Texting. This is something that I believe has the potential to revolutionize the way that we do education here at Northland International University. We call it TVT, Teaching via Texting, and it's really exciting. The biggest challenge we faced was the technology side of it, so I've asked our Chief Information Officer, Mr. Greg Buckland, to join us and explain how this really is feasible. First of all, Greg, thank you for spending a few minutes with us.
Sure, it's my pleasure.
Can you explain how it is, technologically speaking, how we're able to make this program happen in the first place?
Well, SMS texting has been around since the early 90s, and we have done a number of case studies to determine if we can actually do this, if it's feasible from a technical standpoint. And the capacity is definitely there. Kids have really embraced this. This generation is completely socially inept because they spend so much time texting, and we think we should take advantage of that.
That's right, let's embrace it. What I was wondering about when this first concept hit me was, is this science fiction or is this actually something that we can do based on the quantities alone? Because you take that entire 50 minutes worth of classroom lecture, reduce it to text, it's going to be at least 50 to 100 according to our calculations.
Sure, yep.
per class period, which over the course of weeks and months becomes thousands, perhaps even into the hundreds of thousands. Do we actually have the capability to do that through this new delivery program?
Yeah, I mean, the public networks have really increased their capacity so much because of all of the competition and all of the demand on their networks that we think that over the course of a semester, millions of characters per student is quite capable.
Yeah, and in fact, from what I understand, we did retrofit the water tower so that in case of emergency, we could easily deconstruct the tower and construct in its place a cellular tower in a matter of hours. Is that true?
That's right. I mean, we here at Northland, we have the advantage of having the highest spot on that water tower of any place in upper Wisconsin.
That's right. Greg, tell us a little bit more about what kind of opportunities for the future this new School of Texting opens up for Northland's education.
Sure, it's not just on the academic side, but we can also use this in technology that students interact with every day. One of those is the learning management system. We're already starting to test how we can implement the learning management system through texting. Chapels could be delivered via texting, even potentially reducing it down to 20 or 30 minutes.
I was surprised how much physical education we're actually able to get through the movement of the thumbs as they navigate back and forth through all the texting that they're doing. And in our beta testing, how many calories? Remind me of all of those stats.
Yeah, I think it was 1,000 calories burnt a day via texting, and we've even seen some of our faculty members who are doing that actually starting to lose weight because of that.
There's been some remarkable side benefits to it. In fact, I took a few minutes and talked to our Dean of Academics, Dr. Antone Goyak, as well as one of our English teachers, and their interview is coming up in just a moment. Dr. Goyak, as the academic dean, can you tell us how it is that this new School of Texting can really enhance Northland's educational process?
Certainly. Well, let me talk about the aspect of discipleship just for a moment. Our president, Dr. Matt Olson, frequently references and talks about what does missions look like in the 21st century. It's not that we're changing our mission of our school, we're very much behind it. It's that we're looking at how to most relevantly connect with our students. I want to compare just for a moment online versus the texting school that we're pushing forward. Online, I believe, is a momentum that's going to start slowing down. I believe the advent of texting and the new school that we're offering is going to be the wave of the future. If you look at it from a pedagogy standpoint of how does this accomplish what we want to in the classroom, I think of the Greek philosopher Plutarch, who said, the mind is not a vessel to be filled, but it's a fire to be kindled. And we believe through texting, we're going to better be able to facilitate that kindling of the mind than what a classroom experience or an online experience would offer for our students.
And what I've found is that with young people, oftentimes that discipleship begins with the thumbs. Would you tell us a little bit more too, Angela, about the first 2 classes that we're offering in this new School of Education?
Yes. As a lifelong student of English myself, I am very excited to be offering Texties 1 and Texties 2. As we've gone through the development of the English language, we can so far trace 3 distinct periods: the Old English period, the Middle English period, and the Modern English period. And now we have what many people are calling the most recent development in the English language, which is Textese. However, what's also very exciting to me is the fact that Textese is not confined to the English language. Instead, it's one of the first global languages, and I think our students are really going to benefit from being able to use Textese to communicate all around the world.
Take that 50 minutes of lecture material, reduce it to 50, maybe 100 texts in a period of an hour or 2, which is very feasible in this day and age of unlimited texts. I'm very excited about this new Texting School of Education, and I hope that you will text TVT to the number that's shown on your screen to learn more about it.